All right. Hey, welcome everybody. It's 3 Minutes with Jay Bala, portfolio manager at AIP Asset Management in Toronto. Jay, I sent to you an article on this Tiger 21, and I thought you'd be the perfect guy to break it down for us. Like, what is Tiger 21? And then we'll have a look at the chart and what they're investing in, and you could speak to that. What do you think?
Sure, no, not a problem. So Tiger 21, we're talking about the ultra high net worth clientele here, about, say about $100 million a pop.
Okay.
If you're worth $100 million, you're not using a financial advisor per se. You probably have your own family office where you brought in experts to manage your money. And if you're worth $100 million, chances are you're an entrepreneur, you probably own something. The other part is, their breakdown in real estate. Well, they probably own real estate assets. It's not like they're investing in REITs. They physically own a building or they own commercial properties. I mean, this is like a $200 million building you're buying. So if you're buying it, with the mindset of, is this thing going to generate me 5 to 7% a year for the next 30, 40 years? And so that's why I think you see an increase in real estate assets. And then if you scroll downwards, I think what's the key takeaways in all of this isn't, one central data point here. I think, you want to look for trends, right? And if you look at it from 2007 to 2016, what you'll notice is there's a general pattern here. So if you had, let's say, bought equities in 2009, well, by now that's doubled. So you would think this 19% that they held in equities would now be closer to 40% if all else stayed the same. And that's not really true. They've gone from 19% to 23 to 21%, somewhere around there. And what that tells you is they're very active in the market, meaning they're very disciplined. They're looking at it and saying, look, what's my comfort zone for equities? And if you look at the historical trend, it's somewhere between 20 and 30%. And as the market rallies, they're selling it, reducing risk as they go because they're waiting for sort of opportune moments. And same thing with the allocation to hedge funds, same thing for the allocation to real estate. They've said, for real estate, I want it somewhere between 20 and 30%. And they've been fairly consistent about it over time. What this really proves out is the ultra high net worth crowd, because of the teams they have around them, allows them to stay far more disciplined than most people. They're not looking at a stock that says, hey, I bought it at $10, it went to 100, so I'm just going to keep hanging on to it. They have investment committees and people around them that say, okay, guys, we're out of our threshold limits here. We'll need to rebalance the portfolio. And, they've gone about doing that in a very structured, very organized, very logical pattern. And I think that's the key takeaway.
Right. So like I see here, so the blue is, of course, the public equity. And you're absolutely right. 07, we're at 28%. 2016, we're at 21%. And to your point, if the market's been going up since 09, you would think that allocation would be going up. So clearly they've been selling into the froth of the market. The interesting piece that you commented on when we were off screen was the private equity. And the private equity was at 9% in 2010. It's now at 21%. I think this is great. This really speaks to asset allocation, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. You want to be consistent. You want to be intelligent about how you allocate capital throughout the whole spectrum, because keep in mind, the universe is just far more than just stocks and bonds. Do I buy stocks or do you buy bonds? And the answer is you want a piece of everything, actually. And the spectrum's a lot wider than you think, right?
Right. So Jay, what are you doing with your money?
Same place it's been for a while, still hedge fund 50% and cash 50%.